Hello, my stamping friends. This is Renee Novak at blessedbycards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm here today to share with you a cute Halloween treat box that you can create with any designer series paper that you choose for Halloween theme and any stamp set that you want to use for your Halloween theme. I don't have very many Halloween stamps, so I am using the 2022 Paper Pumpkin Spooky Treats stamp set. And we're going to stamp this little ghost and this Happy Halloween with the little spider. And we're going to create a cute little treat box. So the first thing you're going to need is a piece of black cardstock. And you're going to want to score that in landscape position, which is your long piece across the top, at 1 inch on both sides. So I scored it on this side, and then I just rotated it to the 1 inch and scored it a second time. And then the next thing you're going to need to do is put it into portrait position and score at 2 inches and 3 inches, and that will give you all your scoring. Now I will have all the scoring information on my blog at blessedbycards.com, so you can hop on over there and find it. So let me grab my bone folder. Okay, so before I bone fold, now this is just a personal preference, I like to grab my paper snips and create my box part. It's just easier for me to see the ends. So I first snip up on both sides of the 1 inch, and I just snip up to that first score line. And then I just come back in and miter both of those edges to give it makes it easier for the box to go together. So I just kind of cut into that straight edge that I just did, and I pull those pieces out. And so that gives you your scores and cuts that you need for the box. So then you just use your bone folder to go ahead and fold and burnish on all of the score lines. Now you can score it first and then do the snipping. I just find it easier for me to do it this way. So it's all personal preference. But we do need to fold and just burnish all of your score lines so that you get a nice crisp edge. Okay, so that's all the cutting, the folding that we need to do. Well, there is one more, but we have to wait till we get the box together. I'm going to miter this top part. Okay, so what I like to do is put a little glue on these flaps so that it sticks to the outside of this box. And I do that so that I can hide those tabs and you don't see the tabs inside. So what I want to do is glue it to the outside. So I want to put glue here and here. Let me grab my glue, and I like to use the liquid glue. You can use sticky strip if you want, but the liquid glue just gives me a little bit more wiggle room. Okay, so I'm going to stick that to the outside of this panel. Don't worry, it's not going to show. We're going to cover it up. I'm sticking it to the outside of that short panel. Okay, stick it right up there, hold it a little bit till it gets into place, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put glue right on this. Sorry about that, my video just shut off. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I'll have to investigate. Anyway, what you need to do is put your glue on the ends of that, and you're covering up that little piece that we just did. Okay, and so you're just going to stick that straight on the side there. Make sure it's nice and even. Give it a firm press. Okay, and do the same thing on the other side. There's that little flap that we're hiding so you don't see it from the inside or the outside. Just a little bit of glue, and then we're going to just fold it over. And again, hold it a little bit so that it gets nice and adhered down. Okay, so there is our cute little box. It's starting up, and just make sure that all of your ends of the box are glued down firmly. So then for the mitered edges on this part, you take your paper snips and just cut straight down to the edge, or you can cut straight up, whichever you prefer. So just either way, just kind of miter it on those two end pieces. And that gives you the mitered box look. So now the next thing you're going to do is need a strip of 1 3/4 inch by 7-inch piece of designer series paper. And again, it can be any Halloween or any kind of birthday or Christmas, whatever you're planning to do for your box. But for us, it's a Halloween, and I am just going to put that strip straight on. And instead of scoring, I'm just going to kind of fold it so that it goes around to the sides. And then I am going to kind of crease it with my fingers. And then I'm going to pull it off and just put it down and fold and burnish it. It just seems to work a little bit better for me than trying to get an accurate measurement around the box, because the cardstock sometimes does give. All right. So there you go, and all you have to do is just decide where you want that. I'm going to put mine in the middle, so I have a little bit of black on the top and a little bit of black on the bottom, and then it's going to go around the sides to cover that up. Okay, so then I'm just going to bring in again my glue. I need to get another glue. I'm starting to run low on this one. And then I'm just going to put it on the edges, and you don't need a ton, but you do want it to be secure enough that it's going to stay on there. All right, and then I'm just going to evenly put it on the front. So I have a little bit of black at the top and a little bit of black at the bottom. And then I'm folding those pieces around to the side so that they adhere on the side. And there is your stinking cute little Halloween box. Now, I used, again, the paper pumpkin from 2022, and I stamped the little spider and the happy Halloween. And then I stamped this little ghosty. Okay, and so what I'm going to do with my paper snips is I'm going to actually do a little fussy cutting with this ghost. And I'm going to cut him out because I'm going to hang him off on the top of that box. So I stamped him in Memento Black ink, and then I'm just using my paper snips to just snip around. Okay. And then you just get it however accurate you want. Leave as much white as you want or dark as you want. And that's just going to stick right up on there. You're going to stick that up. So I am going to use a Stampin' Dimensional for my little ghost. I'm just going to pop him up on the back of that box. Stick that right on there so that he stays secure, but he kind of pops up like he's spooking around. And then I'm just going to take this one. You can see how I stamped first on the other side and then on this side. So it just depends on which one you think turns out better. All right. And there it is. Your little cute little Halloween. Now the only thing left to do is add your candy, or in this case, I'm doing little fruit treats because my neighbors are younger. So I'm going to give them some fruit treats for their Halloween treat. So that is all I have for our weekly Wednesday, and I will have all these measurements and the supplies that I used on my blog at blessedbycards.com. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. Until next time, be blessed.